My name is Annette Fulford. I'm a First World War bride researcher. I first became interested in war brides when I learned that my grandmother was a war bride from the First World War. And on her journey to Canada, she wrote a 68-page letter that she sent back to her parents in Sheffield, England. So I wanted to know more about what my grandmother did during the war. She was a music teacher at a local school, and I wasn't even sure of how she met my grandfather. They met and fell in love and got married less than 3 months after they met. And so they came back to Canada in September 1919. It was hard for my grandmother to come to Canada because she was from a middle-class family. She was used to certain luxuries that was not available on the farm, and of course the isolation. The farms are quite large in Canada, so the nearest neighbor might be 10 miles away. I was 5 by the time she passed away, so I didn't really know her all that well, but I got to know her through this letter that she wrote. There are heaps of young children and babies, and the poor mothers are having a trying time of it, trying to nurse when they should be lying down. However, from what I see, the Canadian soldiers are very attentive to their sick wives and do their share of nursing. The people she met, the events that happened on board, and just what their life was like on that journey to Canada. I was fascinated. I had never read anything like it before. Hugh bought me a souvenir spoon of the ship and also a large picture of the Melita, which we shall get framed when we get home. What I've been able to ascertain was about 35,000 women came as war brides. They could range from 17 to 25. The reason that the war brides are forgotten from the First World War is because each generation that passes, so does a lot of the information that happened to them. Yeah, there is a lot of gaps still that I'm not sure about her history, but I'm slowly learning more. Yes, I'd like to know exactly how she met my grandfather and what she was doing during the war. There's still so many stories out there that need to be told, and just to remind people to write their family histories, tell the stories of their war brides so that people have access to these stories so that we can learn more about the war brides of the First World War.